what type of water should we be drinking, and when should we be drinking it, and why should we be drinking water? A man said to me, "Everyone tells me to drink water, you told me why." So let me tell you why.
Meet Barbara O'Neill, a dedicated naturopath, nutritionist, and educator with a mission to help people discover the power of natural healing. Her journey began as a nurse and mother, searching for solutions when her child faced health challenges that conventional medicine couldn't address. Today, Barbara is an international speaker, sharing practical insights on creating the right conditions for the body to heal itself. With a profound belief in the body's natural ability to recover, she inspires others to unlock their potential for lasting wellness. In this video, Barbara O'Neill will reveal the shocking hydration mistakes that could silently harm your health without you realizing it. Now, here's the exciting part. She'll explain how to properly hydrate your body and ensure water reaches your cells effectively, offering powerful solutions to fight dehydration. But that's not all. Barbara will also reveal the subtle signs your body shows when it's dehydrated, so make sure to watch until the end so you don't miss any vital piece of information. Now let's kick things off by exploring why water is so essential for your health.
Everyone tells me to drink water, you told me why. So let me tell you why. So let's have a look at water loss in a day. So from the kidneys, now please bear with me here because I'm an Australian, so I'm going to say litre, but I think you realise in the US a quart is the same as the litre. So from the kidneys, we have 1.5 litre loss in a day. From the colon, we have 0.3 of a litre loss in the day. From the lungs, we have a 0.2 of a litre loss. And what's a surprise to most is from the skin, we have a 0.5 of a litre loss. So that's 2.5 litre loss, so litre loss in a 24-hour period.
Barbara O'Neill highlights the critical role hydration plays in keeping our bodies functioning properly and reveals just how much water we lose every day. But it's more than you might think. On average, your body loses about 2.5 liters of water daily. This includes 1.5 liters through the kidneys, 0.3 liters through the colon, 0.2 liters through the lungs, and 0.5 liters through the skin. And that's just the baseline activities like sweating, exercise, and exposure to heat can increase these numbers significantly. This constant water loss shows why staying hydrated is super important for maintaining your health and energy levels. So, why is drinking water so essential? You see, water makes up about 60% of your body. It plays a vital role in regulating temperature, transporting nutrients, and flushing out toxins. Proper hydration is essential for nearly every aspect of your health and well-being. Staying hydrated boosts energy and brain functions, aids digestion and waste elimination, keeps your skin, hair, and nails healthy, lubricates joints and muscles, and strengthens your immune system. But here's the surprising part. Mild dehydration can significantly impact your focus, memory, and mood. According to research from the National Institute of Health, dehydration can impair cognitive performance and reduce productivity by as much as 12%. This highlights the importance of staying hydrated throughout the day. Moreover, dehydration can lead to serious health issues, including kidney stones, urinary tract infections, and even life-threatening conditions like heat stroke. But here's the interesting part. Drinking water has numerous benefits beyond hydration. For example, drinking water aids in weight loss by suppressing appetite and increasing metabolism. Additionally, it reduces blood pressure and the risk of cardiovascular disease, supports kidney function, and reduces the risk of certain cancers. Now the burning question is, what are those shocking hydration mistakes that are silently killing you? Let's find out. But before we dive in, please note that this content is for informational purposes only and is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet or taking new supplements. Now, the first hydration mistake Barbara O'Neill will reveal is how drinking water at the wrong time can greatly affect our digestive health.
But I've got more news, and this is what excited me even more. He said, I've worked it out. We're the doctor. This is the mirror. I'm just the teacher. And I love teaching people how to be their own doctors. I said, what was the cause, Paul? He said, I was drinking a litre of water with every meal. So every meal, he's watering down his hydrochloric acid. Did you know that hydrochloric acid is antibacterial, antifungal? So if your hydrochloric acid's strong, Helicobacter pylori can't survive in the stomach because hydrochloric acid is antibacterial. Interesting.
As Barbara O'Neill highlights, drinking a liter of water with your meals can disrupt digestion. This is because large amounts of water can dilute stomach acid, specifically hydrochloric acid, which is essential for breaking down food, especially proteins. When stomach acid is too diluted, it can slow digestion and potentially cause issues like acid reflux, bloating, and poor nutrient absorption. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know that hydrochloric acid also helps protect us from harmful bacteria and pathogens that enter our bodies through food? When its potency is diminished by excessive water intake during meals, our immune system's first line of defense is compromised, leaving us vulnerable to infections and illnesses. How we drink water during meals also affects the effectiveness of digestive enzymes. These enzymes rely on a specific pH level to work properly, and drinking too much water can upset this balance. When this happens, the body struggles to break down fats, carbohydrates, and proteins, which can lead to digestive discomfort, nutrient deficiencies, and even weight gain. To address this common yet impactful mistake, it's important to hydrate wisely. Avoid drinking large amounts of water right before, during, or immediately after meals. Instead, aim to drink water about 30 minutes before eating, or wait at least an hour after your meal. This timing allows your digestive system to function at its best. The amount of water matters too. Excessive water intake can strain your digestive system and reduce its efficiency. So here's a helpful tip. Sipping on warm water with lemon or herbal teas can enhance digestion and nutrient absorption. These beverages offer detoxifying and alkalizing benefits, giving your digestion an extra boost. This brings us to the next common hydration mistake people make, but often take for granted. However, before we continue, if you're looking to dive deeper into how diet and hydration can boost your overall health, be sure to subscribe to the QuickTime newsletter linked below. Each week, we share expert-backed tips, delicious recipes, and actionable steps to help you live longer and feel your best, delivered right to your inbox.
But we need to have at least 2 litres of pure water a day. So here's the rule of thumb. So 50 pound body weight to 1, well, I'll say quart for your sake, for 1 quart or 1 litre. So that means if someone is 100 pound, they should be having 2 quarts a day. And I guess someone gets very concerned if they're 200 pound. Does that mean I got to drink 3 quarts a day? Well, that's a good incentive for weight loss. And if someone's only drinking 2 glasses of water a day and they're 200 pound, they can get very discouraged at that news. So you know what I say, Rome wasn't built in a day. You just start little by little by little to drink more. But it's a good rule of thumb for children, because children need water. And you watch, a child gets up in the morning, runs around and plays for a while, sit down for breakfast. What's the first thing they want to do straight after breakfast? Water. Because they sat to eat dehydrated. Same with the adults. How many adults get up in the morning, first thing they have is, say, orange juice and a cup of coffee? Isn't that the traditional breakfast fluids? And what are they doing when they have their orange juice and their cup of coffee? They're thirsty, they're trying to hydrate, but neither will hydrate them. How clean would your body be if you washed it in orange juice? How clean would your body be if you washed it in a cup of coffee? Water and water alone will supply what the body needs.
Barbara O'Neill highlights a vital yet often overlooked aspect of hydration: the role of salt and potassium in maintaining cellular balance. Many people focus solely on drinking water, unaware that a lack of these essential minerals can disrupt hydration at the cellular level. Sodium, found in salt, is particularly important. It plays a key role in helping water enter cells through the bilayered cell membrane. Without enough sodium, water cannot be effectively absorbed into cells, leading to dehydration and an imbalance in cellular function. This explains why some people experience frequent urination or swelling despite staying hydrated. The water isn't entering the cells, but instead builds up outside them. This imbalance can cause fatigue, headaches, and reduced cognitive function. In fact, low sodium and potassium levels can disturb the body's fluid balance, resulting in bloating, water retention, and muscle cramps. Potassium is an important mineral that works alongside sodium to maintain proper fluid balance within cells. A lack of potassium can result in muscle cramps, fatigue, and even heart palpitations. On the other hand, consuming too much sodium without enough potassium can lead to bloating and water retention. This shows the need for a careful balance between these two vital minerals. To avoid this common hydration mistake, prioritize foods that provide both potassium and sodium. Potassium-rich options include leafy greens, fruits, legumes, nuts, and seeds. For sodium, consider natural sources like Celtic salt, seaweed, celery, and tomatoes. A balanced diet with these nutrients supports optimal hydration and overall health. To get the most nutrient from Celtic salt, this is what Barbara O'Neill recommends.
If I drink water, I'm just running to the bathroom all day. And some people say, but Barbara, if I drink water, my legs swell. Do you know what that tells me? The water is not getting inside the cell. The cell is surrounded by what's called a bilayered membrane. This is a double-layered membrane. And the water needs help to get into the cell. So how do we help the water get into the cell? There are 4 vital elements needed for life. Let's look at the 4 vitals. These 4 vital elements needed for life indicate what we need. Number 1 is oxygen. Now that's not a surprise. Oxygen's the most vital element needed for life. Number 2 is water, and that's not a surprise. But what's a surprise to most people is the 3rd vital element needed for life is sodium.
Barbara O'Neill highlights the critical role of proper hydration, recommending at least 2 liters of pure water daily. She suggests a simple guideline: drink 1 liter of water for every 50 pounds of body weight. For example, someone weighing 100 pounds should aim for 2 liters per day, while a person weighing 200 pounds would need about 4 liters. Though the goal may seem challenging for those with higher body weights, the benefits are worth it. However, failing to stay hydrated can have serious consequences. Dehydration may cause fatigue, headaches, and poor focus. It can also lead to digestive issues like constipation and increase the risk of kidney stones. Dehydration can equally contribute to skin issues like acne and premature aging, making hydration essential for healthy skin. On the other hand, drinking too much water isn't without risks. Overhydration can lead to water intoxication, disrupting the body's electrolyte balance and causing muscle weakness. It may also result in bloating, discomfort, and digestive problems. So, how can you avoid this hydration mistake? Start by gradually increasing your water intake. As Barbara O'Neill said, Rome wasn't built in a day. Begin with small increments, and your body will adjust. Here's another fun fact. Drinking water can even help reduce blood pressure and risk of cardiovascular disease. But did you know that drinking only water for hydration isn't enough? You also need to consume certain minerals to make hydration effective. Listen to what Barbara O'Neill has to say about it.
Has 82 minerals. He said, when I get someone with high blood pressure, I put them on Celtic salt because it brings the proper mineral balance in. If someone's used to no salt, they should start slowly. Dr. Robert Thompson, in his book, The Calcium Lie, he says a little tiny crystal of salt that might be the size of a sesame seed before every glass of water, so that's 8 times a day. He says all that'll do is replace the minerals you lost yesterday. We lose it when we perspire, we lose it when we urinate, we lose it from our colon. And we must replace it. So when you take the water, take the salt. You don't need much, just a little bit. It restores the mineral balance inside the body. If you're not used to water, take it little by little by little all through the day. It's the best way to take it. And when we looked at digestion, we saw that you have to stop half an hour before the meal and resume about an hour and a half after the meal.
Moving on, Barbara O'Neill will also be discussing two of the most common signs that your body needs water, and the first sign is migraines.
My husband rang me one day, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He was driving. He said, I don't know what's the matter with me. I've got a migraine. I can hardly drive. So you know what my first question always is? How much water have you drank? And he went, oh dear. He said, I haven't drank any water since I woke up this morning. So he woke up in the morning and had water. He had breakfast. Must have got busy, had lunch, and now we are 3 in the afternoon. He is chronically dehydrated. So I said to him, please don't drink a whole glass of water. Please just have half a glass of water. A few minutes later, another half glass of water. A few minutes later, let it little by little go in. He said after the first glass, the migraine went to a headache, and after the second glass, the headache went to a dull ache, and after the third glass, he had no headache. Now, isn't it nice?
Did you know that our bodies are always sending us subtle signals? One important message we often ignore is dehydration. It can trigger a range of discomforts, and recognizing these signs is key to addressing them. Here's the catch. Headaches and migraines are common symptoms of dehydration. When we're dehydrated, it can cause an imbalance of chemicals and hormones in the brain, leading to inflammation and swelling of blood vessels. As these swollen vessels press against nearby nerves, they cause the intense, throbbing pain typical of migraines. Even mild dehydration can trigger headaches, so it's super important to stay hydrated throughout the day. Interestingly, our bodies can sometimes confuse thirst with hunger, leading to cravings and overeating. For those managing their weight, proper hydration can help prevent these false hunger signals. In addition to drinking water, replenishing electrolytes is key for your body to absorb and retain fluids effectively. Include water-rich fruits and vegetables in your diet, or choose natural hydration boosters like coconut water and herbal teas to support your hydration needs. The second sign that your body needs water, according to Barbara O'Neill, is constipation. Here's why.
So let's keep going down the gastrointestinal tract and look at the effect of water. So moving on down the gastrointestinal tract, we come to the colon. And one of the main functions of the colon is to take water out so stools are formed. If a person is dehydrated, more water gets taken out than should be taken out, so we're left with rabbit pellets and cement. So constipation can be a result of dehydration.
One of the colon's main jobs is to absorb water and form stools. When we're dehydrated, the colon pulls in more water than it should, leaving stools dry and hard, a condition known as constipation. But why does this happen? You see, when the body lacks enough water, the colon tries to compensate by absorbing extra water, which results in dry, hard stools. This makes bowel movements difficult, painful, and less frequent. In fact, even mild dehydration can lead to constipation. In fact, research shows that dehydration slows down bowel movements, allowing more water to be absorbed and making stools harder. Around 14% of the global population suffers from constipation, and dehydration is often the hidden cause. In severe cases, dehydration can lead to life-threatening conditions like intestinal blockages and bowel obstructions. It can also worsen existing gastrointestinal issues such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, and gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. This makes it highly important to prioritize hydration, especially during exercise or physical activity. Therefore, remember to stay hydrated by drinking at least 2 liters of water daily. You should also avoid drinking water between meals to prevent interfering with digestion. If you experience high blood pressure or notice swelling, particularly in your feet, it could be a sign that your body is lacking the sodium and potassium needed to maintain a proper fluid balance in and out of your cells. However, even with the right water intake, you might be missing an important piece of the puzzle when it comes to preventing other health issues, especially dementia. So, click on the video showing on your screen right now to discover the #1 worst drink that causes dementia as revealed by Dr. Andrew Huberman. See you there?